It is currently 6 a.m. and we are on the first day of duck hunting, so this should be interesting. It's very foggy out here. It's actually quite cold. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Wish us luck. So that was excuse me, I'm actually sick doing this, so it's kind of interesting. I've never actually been sick when I'm recording, so it's difficult for me to speak and do everything like that when I can barely do it to begin with. But anyways, this is actually really bad because I can barely speak. This was the first duck hunt of the season. It was the second day of the season, and it was actually the worst I've seen. I've seen way better hunts in this marsh. I've seen better amounts of birds and all that. There was barely any birds. Compared to other years, this was actually very, very, not boring, because it's always interesting no matter what you're doing, but it was just actually really, really dry. Like, I've never seen such little activity. Now, we actually only got 2 ducks in this hunt. You can see one that we shot. I missed my first 2 shots on it. Actually, sorry, I missed my first shot in my last shot on it, but I hit it in between because you can see it kind of like go down. And when it was dark, my dad shot a wood duck right beside me. So there's not too much action, but you can't see the wood duck on film because I didn't have my camera going. He just shot it, and I was like, oh, okay. But as for the one mallard that we got, you can see that one. And other than that, a lot of the other clips is just kind of, there wasn't much to it. So it's like either you see me sitting there in the blind looking around at birds that are passing by, which you can't see on the camera, or, you know, it's just people around us shooting. Like, you can hear everyone around us going off, but where we were sitting, they just, I don't know, we only had like one bird plop into our excuse me, into our little, like, I guess marsh hole. Other than that, the mallard I shot was out in the middle and very, very clear area. We had a game plan that worked last year. We thought it'd be the same because we're dealing with a lot of wood ducks right now, and a lot of the wood ducks like to go into the reeds for cover. So our game plan was to get inside a little tiny hole, not tiny, but like inside a hole that's surrounded by cattails, and they can come search for safety in there. Meanwhile, we're sitting in there. And this year, it worked for one bird, but it didn't work as well as last year. Last year we shot limits that way. They just come out of nowhere. You wouldn't even have to call nothing, and they just funnel right into your decoys, and that's what we wanted, but it didn't work out. So yeah, that was the first day of duck hunting. It wasn't the best. You see one bird shot on camera, and that's really all I got. There wasn't any more shooting. There wasn't anything else to film. It was just one of those days, and not to mention I'm sick, so I really wasn't going to pull out the camera and film too much because I can barely speak. But anyways, that was the first duck hunt video for this channel. I promise you there will be more and it'll be better. But anyways, this has been another outdoor adventure, and I'll see you guys in the next one.